never a loss when rejection comes. There's always gain. Trust me, you gotta have a routine. Your routine shouldn't be post when you wake up. It should be when you wake up. What do you do? That's what it should be. It's about you. It's not just about us. You have to come in and be patient with yourself first. But I believe that with time, people will understand, one, the essence of solar, two, what it is to.
Welcome back to another episode of the Deep Dive Podcast where we go beneath the surface. And today I am here with Mr. Augustus Ajahonnu. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So today we're going to basically know everything that he does, who is he, and what is he into, and how can we get into what he's doing. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me once again. It's a pleasure.
I know we met at a conference just a few weeks ago, and you connected with Gloria, my co host, who is not here. And I'm so happy that we're able to make this happen in less than what? Less than 2 months, we would say?
Less than 2 months. About 6 weeks, yes.
Amazing,
You know,
amazing.
glad to be here.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
Augustus Ajahonnu is known as your energy guy. I basically am a solar salesman.
Right.
When I say that, people go, "You're a salesman?" I'm like, "Yeah." I work in renewable energy, and I help homeowners basically take advantage of the sun
Okay.
to power their home, clean,
Okay.
renewable energy, and gives them a cheaper option. I dare say the cheapest option for their energy, and that's what I do, and that's where I derive joy.
Okay. So what is the name of your company?
My company is called Y-E-G Solar Solutions LLC. We are basically a bunch of young people eager to help homeowners. I tell my team every time we're in the Ministry of Helps.
Okay.
We're out here just helping people.
All right. So why solar? What brought you into that industry? Why did you choose that as a path? As an entrepreneur, like what was
Yeah.
the calling factor into that industry?
You know how you carved a niche for yourself in your former life doing something that's sales and you didn't know it was sales. How you can convince somebody to fall in love with a song. How you can convince someone or sell an artist to a brand. How you can get brands to tap into inanimate brands like, your soda brands and all of that, to tap into humans who are into performances, the actors, musicians, and all of that. That's what I did back in the day.
You were into music.
I was into music. I was also in the media industry. I spent 15 years in the media in Nigeria. I left that and then started off my media buying and talent music management company.
Wow.
So we're still doing media consultancy, but we're also doing a lot of events and shows and stuff out in a little country called Nigeria.
Not so little. Don't do that now. Not so little. Okay.
Yes. So that was basically the starting point, and then you know, well, give that my best from the age of 17. And when it was time, I bumped into a friend of mine, and he said, "Hey, he's got this opportunity. You know, he thinks I'll be great for it." And his pitch to me, and that's like his elevator pitch. His pitch to me was, "You've done this before, but this time around, you're going to be doing it with humans. You're going to be directly connecting with people and telling them about this, about that." And I'm like, "I am not sure that's what I want to do right now." And he said, "Look, give it a thought, give it a try. If you don't like it, you can walk away. It's up to you." You know, when you're born for something, it just comes naturally. And I did give it a shot. I attended a couple of meetings, and I'm like, okay, I'm liking this, and it was an easy sell. Using my energy bill as an example every time, and the ability for the next human to understand the need to, cut down on the costs of living for their families every day,
Mm.
and that was what drove me to this point, and that was 9 years ago.
Wow.
Yes.
I see. So you're a salesman. You're like a really good salesman.
I don't consider, to be honest, I don't
Mm-hmm.
consider myself a salesman.
Mm-hmm.
What 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 I tell my team all the time, yeah, I'm gonna keep going back to my team because that's my village, my little village. I tell everybody this is who we are. We are value carriers. We're not just going out to make a sale. We're going
Mm.
out to bring value to homeowners.
Okay.
So in bringing value, you're creating a relationship. So it's not just about closing a deal,
Right.
for example. It's more about helping that individual save, helping that individual see everything that you have told him he's going to see because he's got solar through you.
Mm-hmm.
It's also about building a community of clientele that are rooting for you because they are happy. The
Mm.
moment I make you happy, I'm pretty sure that you will want to tell everybody about me because you are happy.
I see.
And it's my role then to make everybody else happy as well.
Mm-hmm. So it's
Yes.
pretty much it's a win-win situation between you and the house owners that you're helping them, right?
It is a win-win situation between me, the homeowners, the businesses, the
Mm-hmm.
the counties that we work with.
Mm-hmm.
It is a win-win situation, definitely.
I see. So a little biased here, but I've heard a lot of people being really skeptical about solar panels. There's hidden fees.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, it costs you more than what it wouldn't. What do you have to say about that? Those are like, like solar panel industry, like you told me it was just this X amount of money. And then now on the back end, I'm finding out it's like double that on like that and a little bit more. And there's like a lot of hidden fees or known. How do you handle that?
First off, you've brought that up, so I'm going to tell you.
Yes.
Like I said from the jump, I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
salesman. So I mean, yes, I'm in sales. Yes, I work in sales. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I call myself. I can introduce myself to the next man as a salesman, but
Mm-hmm.
then you would then realize that this guy just brings value. Why? Because I have knowledge, and
Okay.
that's the value. So a lot of salesmen don't know what they're talking about when they're selling to you. They just want to close the deal yet again and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
We on our own
Yeah.
and our partners looked into the contract that our partners have before we even became partners, and we've made sure that one, there are no hidden fees. If there are any amortizations going on when you do finance your solar system, if you choose
Mm-hmm.
to finance it, my team, myself, anybody that is under the Y-E-G Solar Solutions umbrella will be able to educate you about it. And make sure that you have that knowledge very well that this is coming down the road,
Right.
you know, so that it doesn't come to you as a
As a
hidden fee
mm-hmm.
and you don't cry that you got hidden fees.
Yeah.
It comes to you as, oh, this was expected because this guy said it was going to come. It's a lot of, misinformation, to be honest, a lot of misinformation. And there's a lot of misinformation because, also because, the system in the solar space is still trying to be understood by homeowners like you.
Right.
That atmosphere is still trying to be understood.
Yeah.
But I believe that with time, people will understand one, the essence of solar, two, what it is to finance, purchase, or have what we call a power purchase agreement going, which is like a lease. It's like you walk into a car shop,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and your sister walking into a car auction and you pick up a car from the auction and you pick up from the shop, your sister picks up from the auction. Both of you are paying two different fees. You're financing, she's buying it outright.
Yeah.
She drives it out of the auction, you drive it out of the car lot. The following week she's at the mechanics. The following week you're enjoying your car. What's the difference? She doesn't know what she's jumping into. You know what you're jumping into. Why? Even if it is a used car from a dealership, you know, it's certified. In other words, they've done their work on the car, make sure that the car is in tip-top shape to be able to resell to you. So it's based on that level of knowledge that they can sell you a used car, right? In the dealership. Meanwhile, you're going to the auction and you're just picking one car up and everybody's bidding and you are the highest bidder and you walk away with it. So people are looking for, quick fixes, but solar is not a one size fits all solution.
So it's very personalized. You and your team, you create
Very, very
personalized
curated to
plans.
the individual,
I see.
the homeowner and his expenses, basically his consumption.
We have noticed that 97% of you guys that watch our videos, you're not subscribed. You're not liking the videos, you're not sharing, you're not doing anything. Now, I don't know if it's that you're a silent hater, but I would assume you're enjoying the content. I would assume you're enjoying what we do. I would assume you would love to support us. You would love to see us grow. So please make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, especially your subscription, because it let us know that we are growing. And the more we grow, the more guests we're able to bring on the platform, the more we're able to share our experiences as podcast hosts, and the more we're able to bring you guys exquisite experience, like high level experience. So your support literally is what will build our brand. You, the viewers, you guys looking at this. So when we ask for your subscription, we're asking for more than just, I know it's just easy, right? You're just giving, like, you just subscribe, but it makes a huge difference into the work that we do. And we hope to see more subscriptions moving forward. Thank you. The way you're talking, that is as if I should just call your company off. You're so very confident, like it's personalized. It's about you.
You should. Because and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be. It's about you. It's not just about us. For example, when you want to call us up and have us in your home, you got to book an appointment because your time is valuable just as ours.
Yeah.
So lock us in for a day and time that's convenient for you. We're there. Bam. Just like that. So we try to be that professional first and foremost because we respect your time.
All right. So tell me a time while you were running your business, Y-E-G Solution. Tell me a time when you had a difficulty, when you hit a curveball, and how did you overcome that?
I didn't see that question coming. Anybody in business, I believe, would tell you, except they want to lie, will tell you that yes, we hit those bottlenecks all the time on the regular. But it goes back to what I said earlier, helping people, your ability to build relationships, not just getting a sale. I will give you a most recent example. I had a client who just went solar last week, just got installed last week. Signed him up about a month and a half, 2 months ago. Um, the day I met him to the day I walked into this room,
Yeah.
we've been in communication every day.
He talks to you every
I
day.
talk to him every day because I am building a bond. It's beyond. I don't want to say it's beyond trust. It's beyond just the regular type. Like I said, I'm building a community of clients.
Right.
If I pick up my phone today and I say I want to do this, you're invited. I know that it's going to be a full house because I have clients who are happy who want to come out. Do I have clients that are unhappy? Nobody in business will tell you he doesn't have disgruntled clients. It's how you manage them. It's how, you know, I've driven to a client's house at 10 p.m. to just say, hey, sorry about that. I'm going to fix it.
Wow.
Because you've
And
called me and you're not happy about something. And I show up and say, I'm going to fix it. And I fix it. You understand? So
Yeah,
it's just about your ability to manage people.
it's beyond just the business.
So the bottlenecks exist. And like I said, we just manage the situation and make sure the client is wearing a smile at the end of the day. Because that's what's most important for us.
Right. I see. So let me take you back a little bit. So this particular client you said, for example, this client that calls you every single day, I'm guessing it's Monday through Sunday. There's no weekend off.
He wants to, yeah.
So how do you still run your business and have that personal time for yourself as well as your family? How do you balance it? Because I remember we had a conversation and you told me like you wake up at like 5 a.m. and you have this whole lineup of things. So how do you balance that?
So I learned something a while back. from someone. Big shout out to Will Hard. He was one of my solar mentors. He said something one day. He said, "Look, you got to have a routine. Your routine shouldn't be post when you wake up. It should be when you wake up. What do you do?"
Right.
So I built a routine around that. I wake up at 4:30 a.m. every morning.
It's actually 4:30, not 5.
4:30 a.m. every morning.
I stand corrected.
And I start my walk at 5:15 ish. But when I wake up, there's something that goes on between when I get out of bed to when I start my walk. Because I walk 6 miles every morning. You didn't know me 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, I've lost so much weight.
Wow.
I get out of bed, say a prayer, make my bed, get it ready, freshen up, and start my walk. That's my routine. And in my work, I'm listening to an audiobook. I'm listening to a podcast. I'm just getting my mind ready for the day. I get back home, get relax a bit, of course, get ready for the day. If I don't have an early morning meeting, I take it slow. If I do have an early morning meeting, and I'm on the move. I just make sure that there's nothing missing in that routine.
Right.
I can't put away the spiritual aspect of my life. So I gotta inculcate that in my routine. That's the first thing I do. And then lay my bed. If I don't lay my bed, then there's something wrong. Somewhere I've missed a piece of the puzzle.
It disrupts your
Exactly. The
your day.
flow,
Yeah.
the flow. And that's just how it's been.
Consistently.
Wow. Consistently. And I take that to the workplace as well. I gotta every week. I'm sorry I'm gonna say this. My team think I'm crazy, but they're beginning to do it. Every week I must knock $150. It's a target. Every week. I work Sunday
$150.
to Sunday. I drive into a community of 3,000 homes. I must knock $150 every week. Every week. Single family homes, townhouses, I must. Because that's how you let people know what you do and who you are.
Right.
Even in my community, even where I stay, my neighbors know who I am and what I do. And it's been that way.
I see. So it's like discipline and consistency. So out of that $150 that you knock, how many of them, like, what is the turnaround? How many were like, yeah, we need it, maybe, and then no? What is that?
It all depends. I don't. So when I started in the industry, I would knock doors because I want to get an instant response.
Yeah.
Now I knock doors because I'm like a farmer spreading my seed. Letting people know what I do. Sometimes it lands on fertile ground. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But the fact remains that even if you slam your door at me, you know what I do.
I was just about to ask, how do you handle rejection?
With a smile.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just let it slide right off.
This guy I was talking to you about I had gone to see somebody else.
Yeah.
He's actually a neighbor. I got to see somebody else, and the dude had tossed me around, and I'm like, okay, nah, I wasn't happy. It was rejection. But I said, hey, we move. Turned my car around. I was driving off. He was outside watering his grass. So I parked him down. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I stay here and I run a solar company. I'd like to talk to you about solar. I said, hey, look, I've been thinking about it, but it's too expensive. It's like taking another canoe. I was like, no, you don't have to do that. If you don't want to finance your system, I got options. And I gave him the options. He looks at it. He's gone from paying well over $600 with two EVs in his garage to now paying about 200 and some change, over $280 fixed for 25 years. So he's happy.
That's really good.
He's happy, and I'm happy for him too.
Yeah. I see. So it's never you're asking the wrong question. You might just be asking the wrong person.
Exactly.
Or at the wrong time.
And it's never a loss when rejection comes. There's always gain. Trust me. I've got clients from 3-4 years ago who have just gone solar this year. Yes.
Wait, so how are they your clients? Or you just kind of knew them, just maintained the relationship?
People I spoke to, knocked on their doors, and I keep Look, if I had knocked on your door, you probably would be getting a text from me on the first of every month. Hey, how you doing? I'm still in the business. We're here to help. I'm sure your energy bills are going high. This is what BG&E is saying. This is what Pepco is saying. This is what Smeco is saying. This is what Dominion is saying. We need to talk. And the ones that respond, the ones that don't.
Yeah.
Someday, one person will pick up a phone and say, "Hey, what's your availability for tomorrow?"
That's actually a really good point, because I think it was at some point during the year, everyone's, BGE bills were going really, really high. And that would have been a perfect time for them to
It's
just be
still
like,
high.
oh,
The tariffs are high.
yeah,
It's still, and it's going to go high again on the
yeah,
1st of September. So,
yeah. And then that's like at least you have already built that relationship. You have already
yes,
been in their mind a long time ago. It's not now that you're rushing, like, hey, I can help you with this. You've already established that relationship and that trust where
yes,
when they think of solar, they're thinking of you, Mr. Augustus. All right.
exactly. And you got to, I mean, I have a friend.
Yeah.
He's been on your podcast. He tells me every day, be in their faces, be in their faces, be in their faces. I'm like, easy. Shout out to Easy Okodu. Look,
Oh, I
dude,
was just about to
I'm
say
in their
that.
faces, my man.
Oh,
Come, maybe come out. Let's go and knock. Let's go and stand here. I'm like, dude, man. But
he's a massive action guy. When you mentioned
look,
like 150, I just thought about him.
look,
Massive action.
look,
Just spread your wings as far as you can
look.
go.
He's a grinder, man.
He
He
is. He
is. He
is.
is.
I'm,
Big ups to him.
I can see why you guys are friends, because you two, you're right there with him. That's really good. So would you say there's room for growth in this industry? If there's a young person, man or woman, a young individual out there looking to just try to find out if this is something they could do, if it's something they can get into, what would you say? Is there room for growth, or is it like a very tough market to penetrate?
So I would say two things. Not only is there room for growth,
Yeah,
one, there's so much room for growth. There's also room for everybody.
I like that.
There's also space for everybody. You have to come in and be patient with yourself first. A lot of people come in and you just, want to stand
Yeah,
and you're gonna rush out, you know. Um, and that's what it is. I've seen that happen. People have come and gone. And I'm still here, you know. Oh no, it's not been smooth, but it's been worth it.
yeah,
It's been so very worth it. Like the industry, as much as people think the American solar industry has grown,
yeah,
it's still growing. Remember, it's a renewable energy industry. So we're not talking reusable panels, we're talking renewable panels. So we're going to take panels now that are old. You have a 20-year warranty. Degradation on each panel is 0.5 every 5 years. The panels, in 30 years will be operating at 70%. Well, might not be good. The contracts have expired. You want to pull them down. You bring them down, you recycle. You don't reuse, you recycle. And then reproduce panels again. Bits and pieces of the panels themselves are recyclable. So that's where the industry is going. I'm just saying that's where we're going and that's where we're going to be. So there's so much. You can imagine how much room there is.
yeah.
AI can't install your panels. AI can't sell you solar. That's the honest truth.
Mm-hmm.
AI can be taking my calls, yes, but AI cannot come to your door and have that personal touch.
Yeah.
AI is necessary in our industry, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Mm-hmm.
If you need a virtual assistant of some sort, it's AI now as opposed to somebody in Bangladesh or something. You know, you are the industry is growing and inculcating all of this thing. So it's like an iterative growth, so to speak.
So where would someone start? Where do they even start? Like what should they start researching? Where would someone start if they were interested?
Someone who's interested will start by sending an email to hire me at yourenergyguy.com. We're hiring. That's the best place to start.
Perfect. I love that. I love that. And then you can just, mentor
From
them.
there, we have trainings
Yeah.
once a week. Be in that training, get going. There would be people there. You would see people. who probably are who were where you are
Yeah.
back in the day, who would hold your hand through as well, build confidence. By the time you get your first paycheck, you're going to be looking like, you know what, confidence has to build on its
Yeah.
own. You
Yeah.
know, um, I'm I don't want to say I'm self motivated. I'm just my own motivation. So when I wake up in the morning, I look at the mirror. I'm saying, "Good dude, you got to go better your yesterday. So get up and go. You got to move. You understand? And you're gonna look at yourself the same way because it's a mentality, and mentality is born out of an environment, to be honest, as well. Being that environment where everybody is eager to go, not in a hurry to close a deal,
Yeah.
but eager to go and make an impact, eager to go out there. You'll learn a lot of patience because you're working with people. You'll learn a lot of patience. I have somebody who said, yes, I want solar right now. I'm giving this as an instance. And I sent the lady her contract till today.
She's
She hasn't signed it. So I have those people.
Yeah.
And I'm always happy to send a text. Hey, ma'am, how you doing? Still waiting on your response to the contract.
Did she ever say why she hasn't signed it or
She's busy, very busy. She's just like a friend of mine, Raisa, very busy as well.
not
She's
too
very
busy to sign
busy.
a contract? It doesn't take you that long to
Well,
sign a contract.
she's busy. She's somebody that I know. Like
Yeah.
I see her around and like, oh my god, you know what? Send it to me again. And you send
Yeah.
it again, and I'm like, okay, great.
There's something. Yeah.
But I had to ask her one day, have you gone solar with somebody else? I said no. I'm like, okay, so what are you waiting for? She's like, man, every time I look at my phone,
Yeah.
something, a call comes in and it distracts. So, and I kind of understand,
I see. So she's
So
just.
yet again, it takes a lot of patience. Walk at their pace. I tell my clients, I'm going to walk at your pace, not my pace. If it's my pace, I probably would have signed it before I met you.
I see. So let me take you back a little bit more. You mentioned like your own self confidence, like you motivate yourself.
Yeah.
Where is that from? Like, what is it that your upbringing? Does it come from like your parents? Does it come from an experience you had? Does it come just with the maturity? Where is that from? Because a lot of people are not, like they need to like get themselves to that point where they're very confident and they're able to motivate themselves and they don't need someone else to kind of push them. So, where did you get that from?
From a couple of things, I'll start with my parents,
Okay.
you know, very diligent, focused, driven people. And then to the fact that I know that people need what I carry. I know because you want to. I used this analogy one day on somebody, and I said, "Look, that's a Rolls Royce." He said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. You like it, right?" He said, "Yes." I'm like, "Why do you like it?" "Oh, it's a nice car. Have you driven it before?" "No." "How do you know it's a nice car?" "That's your energy bill. You're paying $300, $400 every month.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to just reduce your costs so that you can afford the Rolls Royce?" Also, solar basically increases the value of your property.
I see. So you can afford the horse, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're saving $200 every month off of your utility bills monthly, that's out the window. And all you're paying is $200 for energy, the same amount of energy that you typically use and consume. No extra charges, no hidden charges, nothing. That's exactly what you're paying every month. So what you've been used to is paying 400. Now you're paying 200. You're saving 200. You can channel that into something else.
It's a no-brainer.
Do you understand? It adds to the value of your property as a homeowner because it's seen as a home improvement. That's why your counties are involved. That's why the county says, hey, it's approved. Go ahead and install solar for this man.
There's like
It's like
all tax credits and tax cuts and all of
it's
this other
like you
things you
getting a
can get.
fence for your property. It's like you buying a home and it's an unfinished basement and you go add 2 bedrooms in your basement. So your home has gone from a 4 bedroom to a 6 bedroom, from a one living room to two living rooms,
Yeah.
one kitchen to two kitchens, and you're like trying to, you think your property value didn't go up? It will go up. It has to go up. Because when you choose to refinance and the inspectors come and they go through your property, it's a no brainer. It's a no brainer.
I see. All right. Well, thank you so much. Last
Thank you.
question. Last question. What is the song that puts you in a good mood or that gets you going? Like when you want to get in that zone,
Hmm.
what is the song that motivates you?
There are tons of songs, though.
Mm.
It just depends on what side of the bed I wake up, to be honest. It depends on what side of the bed I wake up.
Take your time.
So I listen to all genres of music.
Hmm.
I used to be in this space. But one song that, you know, just gets me up and going would be Nato C's 10 over 10.
Now I'm 10 over 10. Devil's not changed now. They don't free to hold me again, cause I'm 10 over 10. Now I'm 10 over 10, 10 over 10, 10 over 10, she get now. Now I'm 10 over 10, 10 over 10, 10 over 10, she get now.
It's a song that was released about 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
But the song carries every day I'm reminded that levels don't change. I'm 10 over 10.
Mm-hmm.
Because some
Okay.
levels don't change. Now I'm 10 over 10.
Okay.
It's Netosi's 10 over 10.
All right.
Then that and a song by my artist Catch.
Your artist.
Yes, I basically still have hands
The
in
music
that
industry?
space. In
Okay.
that space, Catch. He has a song titled Butterfly. That's another song that gets me going. But most of the songs that get me going are songs that I'm involved in the creative process.
Okay.
A lot of times because it just takes me back, and I'm like, oh my god, I remember when I first heard this line and all of that, and
I
yes.
see. All right. Well, this was a really great discussion. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having me.
Yes, you're such a good talker and you gave some really good gems. So we're excited to hear what the audience has to say. How do people get in contact with you?
Oh, pretty simple on social media: Facebook, Twitter, which is X, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. We are Your Energy Guy, so it's at Your Energy Guy, YOUR Energy Guy, ENERGYGUY, one word. Your Energy Guy. You could also reach us by phone, text, WhatsApp. The numbers will be 571-494-2117, 240-564-9993. And you could send us an email, go solar at yourenergyguy.com. That's GOSOLAR at yourenergyguy.com. Or you could easily visit our website, lock us in for a day and time that's convenient for you. It's www.yourenergyguy.com.
Thank you. That's a
Thank
lot of
you.
information. Thank you. They'll definitely find you at some place,
You asked
somewhere.
for it and you got it.
And that's good though. I love that. I love that. You want
Thank you.
to share information as much as possible. I do
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
thank you everyone for watching this
Thank
episode.
you, everyone.
Yes, and it's a little different. I'm the only one today, but my co-host, due to unfortunate circumstances, could not be here. However, we look to see her soon. Feel free to leave a comment, any questions. He would be collaborated on this episode once it comes out, so he will be able to see every single comment you leave, every single questions, and we look forward to meeting you guys on our next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.